uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Man, that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
What's good? This is a late night, everyone. Salute to the supporters first and foremost. You know, WCS back in the building. You know, I'm going to get straight to the point. It's not going to be any beating around the bush. I'm here to provide therapy for the Errolsxuals that's out there. You know, you can give them a little bit of reprieve or relief, but when you stay silent too long, they tend to want to take advantage of their freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? They tend to want to take advantage of it. But let me check and see who first in the building, man. Yasha is the first in the building. Salute to you. What's good? Appreciate you pulling up, man. Whoever you may be. I haven't seen you over here from, in a while. But whoever you may be, appreciate you pulling up, man. So, y'all know this is 20 and 22 knockouts. Right now, he's a unified champion of the welterweight division, and he's one strap. He's just one strap away. He's just one shoulder strap away from another purchase. Real talk. You're probably asking yourself, like, what brings you to this conversation? That WCS. Oh, I was just thinking, you know what I'm saying? I was just thinking, I was listening, several weeks ago, you know what I'm saying? I was listening way back when. I was just going through my Rolodex, right? My mental Rolodex. And I was just thinking about all the fighters who have had, these type of situations occur where they wear something different. And, across the board, you see different people wearing several things. But then you have the individuals that only speak about those individuals that they choose to. They don't speak about the ones that they love and adore and cherish. Oh, man, they just live vicariously every day. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep a close intimacy with that individual, or those individuals, plural. And that's what we have going on the YTC when it comes to the Errolsxuals. They have agreed and swore. They have sworn, y'all, to a bond, not a code, a bond of silence. They have sworn to a bond like no other. I'm talking about close, tight, squeeze, warm bond. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I'm saying this is that I'm looking at certain topics come out recently about, what Tank has worn, right? And he can wear what he wants. That's him, bro. When I'm supporting the boxer, I'm supporting the boxer. But all I'm saying is, like, y'all paying attention to a lot of things that don't have anything to do with the ring, right? Because there's plenty of other fighters, there's plenty of other athletes that you could have spoken on, but you didn't. And one of them being Errol Spence. Errol Spence, in this thumbnail, was done in this single strap purse back in 2018. But the Errolsxuals did not speak about it. They were sworn to a bond of secrecy. They didn't want to go out here and talk about the suspect moments and situations that has been occurring. See, if that's what society is right now, it's not my taste. You won't ever see me with a purse on. But if that's what those high-end, affluent type of athletes choose to do with the fashion, that's them. They're not bothering me. That's the way I look at it. When you go looking, you know what I'm saying? You go knocking on the devil's door, somebody gonna open that motherfucker. That don't have nothing to do with me. But the only reason tonight that I'm speaking on this because I'm trying to provide a sense of remote therapy. I've been living longer than a lot of cats on here, so I'm just giving some remote therapy. I think it's essential. Hold on for a second. Some remote therapy. See, somebody was up here talking, and they was making it seem like Gervonta Davis was the only one that ever wore a purse, man bag, or whatever you want, right? He's not the only one. Because I'm saying to myself, way back in the day, Spence had on one, and these dudes was up here talking about, yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. I love that. I love that. I'm about to go get me one ASAP. I'm going to get me two. I'm going to try to see if they got them on sale. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas couldn't afford what Spence has on his shoulder right there. So they was going in Target and Walmart just getting regular freaking purses and shit. And just out before they went and checked out. And I'm saying, why now? Why speak on fighters that are basically emulating your favorite fighter? Your favorite fighter had one of these on way back when, shawty. Now I don't care what Errol Spence is doing. I'm just making reference because I heard some stuff on some reality shows. I heard it through the YTC. I just heard it all over media. And I was saying to myself, they can't be talking about one person. You got basketball players wearing skirts and dresses. You know what I'm saying? You got athletes just wearing crazy stuff for quite some time. You got hip hop artists who are always wearing provocative outfits, always sending a message. They don't say nothing. But since we are basically correlated to the YTC, right? You have to understand one thing. If you're gonna mention fighters and come up with some fail type of topic to make it seem like Crawford's name should be included in it, it's hilarious. Crawford don't have anything to do with this. You know what I'm saying? He don't have anything to do with this conversation. Keep it strictly with Errol Spence and Gervonta Davis. For real. Never has there been on YouTube a comparison that you want to talk about Gervonta Davis and Bud Crawford fans being alike. That is the most dumbest, idiotic comparison of an analogy I've ever heard on YTC. All that is you feeling some type of way because the bond of secrecy that you swore to not speak on Errol Spence Jr. is killing you inside. Real talk, it's killing these niggas, man. It's killing them. They spend their whole time, month after day, man, talking about Bud Crawford. So when the situation comes up and people are talking about Tank and what he had on, they refuse to go back in time to where Errol Spence had a purse way back in 2018 in June, dog. I didn't hear you all mentioning anything about that. What's going on, Rob? I ain't the Rob partner in the building, man. Salute to you, brother. What's good? The boxing mind, Salute W says this must be something major that's about to take place in the sport of boxing. I noticed a lot of major boxing YouTube channels have decreased boxing content. Errol and Javante have a purse off. Add me to the live. Let me send you the Let me send you the. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna add you in about 5 minutes, man, because I got to get my intro out. Expert Genius, what's good? I got the link already in your chat. Don't come in here and get roasted. You know you ain't used to these, sir. You ain't used to these waters over here. Don't come over here and get roasted. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. There you go. You can come on in, man. Spence rocking that new coach. Hey, bro. Listen. I don't care what he rocking. All I'm saying is I'm being a voice of reasoning when it comes to the hypocrisy of the YTC. Many people want to talk and do comparisons. There's no comparison, especially if you're an Errolsxual. Errolsxual's been pretty much dealing with this type of behavior and said nothing about it because they wanted to remain inclusive to the inner circle. They never wanted to be banned from the inner circle. They want to be a part of that inner circle, y'all. That's why they didn't say anything. They don't have enough courage to speak up on Errol Spence. They'll sit up here and talk about another fighter, you know, wearing something that they themselves are doing in the privacy of their own home, right? And their favorite fighter has done it in the past, but they won't even have enough, you know, honor. They don't have no integrity within themselves to say, you know what, let me speak on this in a neutral standpoint. Let me speak on this neutrally. Let me be honest with myself. When you hear certain individuals project emasculinity off on other dudes, the one that's been emasculized for quite some time is themselves. Real talk. That's who you got to deal with. What's up, Rob? What's good? What's good?
As soon as I get on this live, as soon as I get on YouTube, I gotta see my bro up here on this thumbnail.
Introduce yourself, man.
Who's
your bro?
I gotta see the bro up here with the thumbnail. Look, my name Rob, partner.
Man, I put him up. Look, he's chilling. He's leaned up against the wall. He's chilling.
My name Rob, partner. Shout out to all the big fish out there, man. You know, we love y'all. Oh my goodness. What's going on, WCS, man? You up here talking trash, bro.
Hey, I wasn't talking no trash. That's fact. That's fact. Errol Spence been wearing purses since 2018, dog. That's FACTZ.
Bro.
But what it was dealing with was that they was talking heavy about Javante and what he was wearing. And I'm saying these are Errolsxuals who's taking shots at Javante. But when you look at Errol Spence, he's been doing this since 2018, dog.
Hey, man. They all get this from Atlanta. Okay?
Nah, they was doing that way before the A. This don't have nothing to do with the A. That don't have nothing to do with the A.
And we got to stop saying Errolsxuals. You can't say Javante and then say Errolsxual. If you're going to say Javante, then you need to go on and add the sexual on the back of his name, too. Ain't going to be no big fish.
No, Errolsxuals are... The Errolsxuals are the overindulgent fans who see no wrong. You know what I'm saying? They don't see anything wrong with Errol Spence. They willing to go above and beyond They'll sit up here and lube this man's feet down, make sure he have that calamine, that caramel lotion on his feet and his legs. You know what I'm saying? Grab some palm trees and fan him down and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at with it with the Errolsxuals.
Well,
serve them grapes.
That's how I look at all the Crawford sexuals. All y'all Crawford sexuals out there. I mean, y'all can't walk across the street. That don't sound
right. Like Errol.
Y'all can't walk
like Errolsxuals. That don't rhyme. That's not a bar. That's not a bar to you. Errolsxual. That don't rhyme. That shit rhyme to me. Crawford sexual. That don't rhyme, dog. Crawford sexuals. That don't rhyme. That Rob.
I was just saying, y'all can't even walk across the street without grabbing Crawford balls. Y'all got y'all.
What you mean?
Y'all hugging him so tight. Y'all can't even see no other boxers. What is going on?
I think some of the most logical. Intelligent fan base in the YTC are Crawford supporters. Real talk.
Oh,
I look at their demographic. I look at their background and paperwork. These are people who've actually advanced their education, and they really process information before they speak on it. Unlike Errolsxuals, they just speak impulsively. You understand that, Rob? You agree?
You know what I think? I think that I do like Crawford, but I think that y'all just love him because y'all consider him an underdog. You know what I mean? That's it. You feel me? Y'all want the man to be Creed so bad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want him to be Creed so bad. It's just like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? We want to shine, bro. You know, Crawford can sit up there and pretend to be humble. You know what I mean? Javante gonna shine. Earl gonna shine.
It's funny. I appreciate you bringing.
They gonna shine, but they gonna walk away with the W.
I appreciate you bringing that acknowledgement up, brother.
You know
that's why I like you, brother. That's why I rock with you, Rob. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for that acknowledgement, man. That he was in Creed and Errol wasn't.
So
thank you for that acknowledgement. He was on set. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Michael B. Jordan is a better actor and a boxer because of Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
The expert genius. Name me a Crawford fan that threatened someone's life over him. I don't know, bro. But I mean, all of these guys are black, very rich and successful, and from the hood. So whether we know it personally or not, I think a lot of people's lives has been threatened. Speaking on the bag, I mean, in Crawford's world, he is the bag. In Javante's world, he is the bag. In Earl's world, he is the bag. So when you speak on them, somebody might reach out. Simple and plain. So I don't know the expert genius. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many boxers you know personally. I don't know you like that, but I don't know, bro. I don't know.
But I heard somebody say Crawford been getting bags.
You said Crawford
you agree that Errol Spence been getting bags since 2018?
I mean, I agree that all three of these guys been getting bags.
You froze up.
I said I agree that all three of these guys been getting some hella bags. I think all three of them been getting bags.
No, I'm talking about the ones that hang off the shoulder though. The ones that's hanging off the shoulder, the single strappers.
The sick. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
The single strappers, man.
Hey, bro. I don't know what you're trying to say. I'm trying to figure out how Earl got into this conversation with Javante. How did he become the thumbnail for the Javante Satchel conversation?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying because this all filters off. This all This all piggybacks off what Javante wore to the presser them 2 days, and then people's trying to compare Javante to somehow Terrence Crawford, which was an absolutely atrocious analogy. Atrocious, bro. So I had to come on here and give clarification. I had to sanitize this motherfucker because if you don't sanitize this shit every now and then when it comes to the Errolsxuals, they just leave shit everywhere. They leave a trail of shit, man, and that's not the way it's supposed to be, bro. You know what I'm saying? I gotta come in here and clean this shit up, dog.
Oh my goodness, bro. What he say? No Crawford fan has, but a lot of Spence fans have. That's why we call them Errolsxuals, because it shouldn't get that serious. I don't know, bro. I mean, you feel me? I'm straight out of Dallas, my guy. You feel me? So I don't know. I mean, maybe I look at things a little bit different, but when you approach the bag, you might turn into a punching bag.
Stop fronting, dog. Stop fronting, dog. Stop
when you approach
fronting,
the bag,
Stop fronting.
Into a punching bag.
Stop fronting, dog.
What's up,
man? Stop fronting, man.
How am I fronting? What?
No, nobody's talking about punching nothing. That's facts. If you wearing a purse, how can somebody get punched off?
He said no Crawford fan has. We don't know that to be fact, but a lot of Spence fans have. So how can we judge the big fish off of his fans? You know what I mean? Like, why is that even a discussion? Like, you know what I mean? The big fish don't control.
They're so sensitive, though.
Says.
They're so sensitive.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The big.
He's always on Twitter saying some dumb shit, though.
It's because we party in Texas. That's all. You feel me? We party in Texas. That's
yeah, we know he party.
You feel me? Javante.
We know he party. Real talk.
Javante probably in Baltimore partying. You get what I'm saying? I mean, Now
Javante's getting ready for the big fight. He's about to be pay-per-view.
He's definitely getting ready for the big fight right now. And when he going to get that W, he going to be right back to partying. You feel me?
Hey, since you in Texas, have you heard any information on when the next time Errol Spence going to step in the ropes? Have you heard anything about that since you're in Texas?
Nah, I don't know no information. I'm not at liberty.
That's why a lot of us is like pissed off right now because everybody's saying no.
I'm not at liberty to speak on any of that information. Just know that the big fish is still swimming.
Okay. We know he's swimming. We know he's swimming.
Just know that the big fish is still swimming, and he ain't gonna stop swimming.
We know he's swimming. Goddamn, happy hour every day.
It's a lot of T-shirts being sold. It's a lot. It's a lot of big fish T-shirts getting sold. It's a lot of nice merch. You feel me? Every day is a celebration.
Oh, he took that down. He took that down, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Rob, he took those T-shirts down, Rob.
He took it down for y'all.
No, he took it down, period.
He took it down for y'all.
He took it down, period, bro.
Y'all can't buy none of that. Cause y'all outsiders. You get what I'm saying? Y'all can't buy none of that. Y'all
I already got enough rags to clean the car.
It's like going to Lids in Atlanta and looking for an NWA hat. You might just can't find it. You might just can't find it unless you go.
Show me one right now.
You feel me?
Okay, you rocking with the big fish. I'll show you a Crawford shirt, and you show me a freaking Errol Spence with the big fish on there, and him knocking on the door and all that. Show me one.
You see how?
No. Show me one right now, bro.
Can the chat?
No. We don't want to hear about comfort.
Can the chat see me?
No, bro.
Can they see me?
Bro.
Can they just hear
show
me?
one, cause you fronting. You fronting,
bro.
Show me a shirt, dog. Go grab it out. Go grab it out the shoebox where the goddamn car towel was at.
Why would I get off of this comfortable couch that I'm sitting here with my legs up relaxing to run and go dig a T-shirt out of a closet or a hamper?
No. Go to where y'all put the old cleaning towels at and just just let us see it, for a second. Go up there where all the cleaning towels at, where you be polishing the furniture and all that, and grab that shirt, man. Grab the big fish.
I'm laid up. I'm sorry, bro. I can't do that. I'll be too lame to do that. I'll be too lame to get up and do that, man. Come on, World Combat Sports. Come on, World Combat Sports.
Man,
You
I'm
got
just
more sense than
disappointed,
that.
bro.
Hey man, look, this
I'm
is
just
all I'm
disappointed,
saying.
man.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that y'all Crawford heartbeats out there decide to make Earl the face of a thumbnail that don't have nothing to do with him. That's what let me know how much of
Oh, it
haters
does.
y'all are. That's how I know y'all so. This how I
I
know
don't have
y'all
a
hate
hating.
so much. See, if
I don't have
Earl
a
would have got
hating
on the
bone in my
internet,
body.
if Earl would have got on the internet and said something about Javante, then I would have totally understood it. But he became the face of a topic that had nothing to do with him whatsoever.
Yeah, he did. It
Y'all
does have to do with
haters,
him because
bro.
he they was talking about purses, right? They was talking about men wearing purses, right? So therefore, I had to go into the archives and retrieve ones that was back in June of 2018 to remind the Errolsxuals to do their homework.
Hey, Victor Alvarez, where you from, bro? I just realized that you put him in front of a shopping a wall full of female pocketbooks. Oh my goodness, I'm screenshotting this. You in trouble, World Combat Sports. Oh my goodness, you from Philly. So how you from Philly, right on side of Baltimore, where Javante Davis is rocking the same fashion accessories? So you from Philly and you on Bud's balls too?
But we don't look. We don't
Is
look.
that
Ain't
what's
nobody have a
going on?
problem with where Errol got on. Nobody's having a problem with way these guys are dressing. I don't. I'm just reminding his fan base who choose to speak on it. They need to really, touch bases in their own backyard first with the fighters they support before they go out here acting like they holier than thou and they with principle and ethics and morals and shit. And there's information out there. I just want to put this piece of information. I don't have no problem with him, single strapping it. If he want to single strap that motherfucker, that's him. That's not me though.
The expert said, I'm from Lubbock. I got a lot of family all over Dallas. Well, you might want to follow me or ask about me, buddy. I got a lot of family all over Dallas, too. Every corner, every crevice, every block. And we big fish out here, playboy. I don't know what y'all doing in Lubbock, Texas. I don't know what the vibe is in Lubbock, Texas.
See, you acting like a Hispanic now. You up here dogging somebody else that's living in your footprint, your state footprint, but just because they live in a different area,
I
you
ain't
you you
dogging
you
him.
dogging out you dogging out the listeners, man. He say he in Texas, he up there where you at. He up
No,
there
I
with
ain't
you
dogging him
at,
out.
boy.
I ain't dogging him out. He said he got a lot of family all over Dallas. He was making a point to let me know he got a lot of people in Dallas. So I'm just
Yeah, man,
making a
they
point to let
happy.
him know.
Hey, we global over here, dog. We global, man. We
Hey,
got a lot of
who is
people
Haynes?
everywhere, bro.
Who is Haynes Legacy? Who Haynes Legacy? World
Shout out to
Combat.
Haynes Legacy. You know what I'm saying? Haynes Legacy, he's a listener. He's a channel member, supporter. What
Oh,
more
he
do you
not a
need to know?
fighter.
Like,
He not a fighter.
from my understanding, he has a knockout record of 200 and 250 wins with 200 knockouts.
For real? That's his record.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, where he from?
I don't know this place, man. This crazy place, man. Planet Earth.
Oh, here he go. Here he go. Well, Haynes Legacy. I ain't a sexual nothing, buddy. unless we saying hetero before the sexual.
No, man. They just identifying the aerosexuals as it's easy to identify aerosexual, bro. Very, very easy.
Now, look, I can't speak on the painting on no fingernails. You get what I'm saying? That's not a popular thing out here where I'm at. You know what I mean? That's not the move. I don't know nothing about that. You feel me? I don't even
Has
know
Errol
how.
Spence ever painted his fingernails? Have
Nah,
you ever
nah,
seen Errol Spence with his
nah,
fingernails painted?
nah. Y'all ain't never seen that. Y'all won't never see that. You feel me? That's not a
But but but
that's not
but
a
wasn't
trend out
he?
here in Dallas. That's not a trend out
Okay,
here.
so I see how you stand strong on that's not a trend, right? I get it,
Yeah,
Rob.
that
You
ain't
trying
no
to stand
trend.
strong on that's not a trend out there, right? But the whole world seen when he had company over and he was leaning and trying to plant some, some affection on one of his boys. You know what I'm saying? It just looked like he
Oh,
was trying to like
oh yeah. Y'all gotta stop that.
show
Y'all
some
gotta.
love and
Oh,
kiss
y'all gotta
his
stop
boy
that.
on the earlobe and
Oh,
show that
y'all gotta
Texas
stop
toast.
that. Y'all gotta stop that.
I
Y'all
mean,
gotta
so
stop
so is
that.
it what's more
Stop that.
worse, single strapping it
Stop
or
that.
double
Y'all gotta
kissing
stop
it? I
that.
mean,
If that's the case, then y'all need to go ahead and look up some sports highlights and screenshot every single time a boxer or a basketball player or a football player got smacked on his ass after a good play. If that's the
no,
case,
we talking about strictly
if I,
boxing
you
over here
feel
on the,
me?
on the YTC. Strictly boxing, baby.
You know what I
Strictly
mean?
boxing.
So we gotta
Shout
stop.
out
We
to
gotta
your
stop.
Haynes Legacy. What's good?
He said he trying to show you some love. He trying to show
I'm gonna
you
take
some
this
love.
thumbnail down because my cash out right there, man, at the top for anyone who want to support. You know what I'm
There
saying?
we go. Now it look
Off this,
better. Now it look better. Now the YouTube channel look like it makes sense. Yeah, get that nonsense
No,
up out of here.
because they can see that
Yeah,
Errolsxuals that's on my panel. That's all.
yeah, you know what I mean? Get that
That's all
nonsense.
that is, dog.
Get that nonsense up out of here, man. We don't need to be seeing that thumbnail. That's some nonsense. Get that up out of here, man.
Hey man, I'm gonna goddamn find me some shirts and put them on that wall that I was moving when I was growing up.
Oh, my man said, his family out Dallas, Carrollton, Fort Worth, Denton. Okay, okay. He said they rock with
God damn,
streets. Okay.
Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz. What's good? OG, how you feeling? We getting for the 1 year anniversary 4/6/2022.
Mm.
Most of my fam in Carrollton, Fort Worth. Then so expert, he have a lot of family out there with you at. So you better tighten up, shawty.
Nah, we
You know what
don't
I'm
tighten
saying?
up, boy. We
You know
don't
what I'm
gotta do
saying?
all that now. If
I'm
his
saying I
family
know
in
you
Dallas
just
and
dropped them
Carrollton and
songs
Fort
and was
Worth,
talking about Bloods on Crip, and stuff like that, man. Like, hey
they better
man, we
know
just
it.
talk about single strapping it. We
Oh
just
my
talking about
goodness.
single strapping it.
Salute Scotty,
I just
world
wanted,
concourse.
I just wanted to pretty much, get your take on, the
And
single
look,
strap
let me
game.
tell y'all, I only chimed in because my man Scotty, my man WCS, always tell me I be slacking on chiming into the chat. He said I be talking trash to him in person. I don't never come and talk trash to him on the chat. You feel me? So, I said, let me jump on YouTube to see if he live. And by golly, the first thing I see is some big fish hate. I said,
Nah,
oh, I
that
said,
shit
I gotta jump on
sound
there
that shit
now.
sound good, but that ain't it. That ain't the reason why you.
I said, man, I gotta jump on
Nah,
now.
dog.
First thing I see is my guy. First thing I see is my guy.
So this was a good live, dog. This was a good live for you to hop on and shit, man.
Oh
You know
my
what
goodness.
I'm saying?
Hey, no lie
Because you don't
though.
be
Make
showing
sure
up
all of y'all
to the
subscribe to
boxing
my channel.
community, bro.
Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Shout out to my dude Scotty for real. He really my family. I be talking trash to him. You feel me? He know I love Dallas to death. He know I'm definitely a big fish, but Scotty's my guy. You know what I mean? And you know me. He told me I needed to come and tap in with the world of boxing. You know what I mean? He said a lot of you guys are pretty cool people. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, I'm reading through the chats. You know what I mean? The
Hey,
nicest
told him,
possible.
the boxing community fuck was hip hop, and that's what he do, man. He an artist. He got mad. I mean, I'm talking about not just your basic dang songs is out, the hits is out. He really can do it. So you'll find that out if you check him out on his channel. He really do it. You know what I'm saying? So you probably heard his songs out there on Spotify. You could tell him where all your music at right now, bro.
Yeah, nah, definitely. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Rob Partner, the same name y'all see on the screen. Y'all can look it up on whatever music streaming app uh y'all prefer and get them vibes, man. I'm dropping big music. And I'm gonna see if I can get the homie Earl in the next visual or something, man. You know what I mean? We gotta know. We got
Hey man, do that. I'm pretty sure you're gonna gain a whole lot of subscribers. You get Earl in one of the visuals. Oh my God, they gonna love you, Rob. They gonna love you, dog. Boy, your subscribers gonna go up big time. And look, Rob, they gonna be hitting you up in the DM. Hey man, the only thing we need now is you to leave that motherfucker Scotty alone. Leave that nigga Scotty alone, goddammit. If you gonna fuck with Errol, leave that nigga alone today.
hey, expert genius. I'm like 15 minutes from Carrollton right now, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about, buddy. For real. You know, I know exactly, bro. This the South. You know how many Williams it is. Come on now. This the South. You know it's Williams every area you go to in the South. But yeah. I know hundreds of people from Carrollton, North Dallas, Oak Cliff, everywhere you could think of, all the way to Midlothian, Texas. For real. They call me Rob Partner right now, but a lot of people know me from a different name. You know, Victor Alvarez.
Hey, check him out, man. He can flow with it. Hey, big shout out to Haynes Legacy, man. Thanks for that cash out, man. That $25 cash out, my brother. I salute you for supporting the channel heavy, man. I appreciate it. Not just with donations, man, but your support, period. You know what I'm saying? Your support, period. You know, showing up, showing love, man, and participating, interacting with the topics. I appreciate your brother. One love, and thank you for your donation. Yeah, y'all be sure to check partner out, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't want to keep you too long, partner. I got to get back to the roast session. You know what I'm saying? I got to get back to the roast session, bro.
And I'm about to hit these.
I got to get back to the barbecue, bro.
I'm about to hit these deep town streets, man. You know the fishes is out tonight. You know.
Yeah, I feel you, dog. I feel you. Hey, tell him I said what's up to jump on the channel, man. Tell EJ to come to the channel tomorrow around 11 a.m. He ain't in the gym or nothing like that. Tell him to come about 11 a.m.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
tell him to jump on the channel. I got some questions for him.
We don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Since you see him, you know what I'm saying? He over there in your way.
Hit my DM on Instagram. You know what I mean? We can talk business.
Okay. Oh, it's business. Oh, it's business is to get him on the channel. Okay.
we can talk business.
Okay. I mean, I can afford the goddamn $50, $60. I can afford that shit.
Oh no, you better stop being different. It's time for me to go.
Hey, I
appreciate y'all. You feel me? It's time for partner to go. You know what I mean? I gotta go swim in the school of big fish in about an hour. So I will see y'all next time.
Hey man, appreciate you pulling up there, Rob. Real talk. Appreciate you. That's my guy, Rob Partner, man. Very talented dude, man. That's my guy. Very talented. You know, but he is on the side of Errol Spence. He is, you know, within the Errolsxual coalition. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate your Haynes Legacy. Salute to you, big dog. Eno on deck. Salute. What's good? Victor on deck. I don't have a dog in Ryan versus Tank fight, but I hope Ryan takes it. I don't feel like Tank should be the face of boxing. Well, look at it this way, Victor. Don't take him literally. How can someone dictate the face of boxing? Don't take them literally in what they said. Just take it as just banter that's going on from people who get paid to be in that position, Victor. Don't take it literally like it's scripture. This shit ain't scripture, bro. This is just talk. How can all of a sudden somebody said whoever wins this fight of all fights is going to be the face of boxing? Who? All that is promo talk, man. How can, look, check this out. Check this out. So you take Tank Davis, who they criticize for how he earn his 3 divisions, his hardware within 3 divisions there, Victor, right? They criticize him, right? But within that criticism, they only limit his value as a fighter. They limit it. They don't give him high value. He's not on the high side of appraisal. He's on the average to low tier of appraisal by his critics, right? So then you take somebody, Ryan Garcia, who hasn't came close to scratching the surface, hasn't came even nowhere close in the proximity of scratching the surface to get this fight when you're matching up credentials. Nowhere even close. So being that we know he is nowhere close to linking up with credentials with Tank Davis, if he goes in here and beats Tank, and that's not even my language, right? He goes in here and beats Tank. How's Ryan Garcia become the face of boxing? What title is he going to come to face? He doesn't automatically receive a transfer of Tank Davis's credentials and move them over to his account. And all of a sudden, that's how it works. Oh, right here, right now, if you're in a championship fight, we're going to start transferring the fighter that you beat, all their credentials over to you. It's going to be like the lottery. Now, this is when it gets real. Boxing has always been a business, right? We're going to take it up a notch, y'all. We're going to start making it like the lottery. You're gambling all your assets away when you defeat a fighter that has more than you or equal to you. It's winner takes all. That's not the way it works, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way it works. So don't take it literally. They can't designate the face of boxing. Who designated Canelo as the face of boxing? We just say he's the face of boxing because of what he's been able to accomplish and the money that he's been able to accrue, and earn monetarily throughout his fights. That's it. That's it. It's many other people that can be the face of boxing. But right now, Tank is on pay-per-view. People come out to see the highlight reel. That's what we want to see. People will sit up here and hate all they want. But they're complaining about Devin Haney boxing the ears off of Kambosos. But yet, they're complaining about Gervonta Davis because he's not the ideal, quote-unquote, good guy in boxing. But yet, these are the same people who you ask them, hey, who's your favorite boxer? Who's ever been your favorite boxer? Oh, I like Iron Mike. For real? Yeah, man, I love Iron Mike, man. He used to be in fuck motherfuckers up. Oh, so it's okay for you to idolize Iron Mike for all the stuff he did. A black man. You know what I'm saying? A black man out here. But yet this black man who's active right now, 28 years old, you feel some type of way because of the way he act, the way he wears, you feel some type of way. We can't do that to ourselves, man. Boxing is the magic all sports, the magician of all sports, the hocus pocus of all sports is boxing when it comes to combat. It's the hocus pocus of all combat because it's no specific format. People latch on to everything and anything in boxing. Why? Because we don't know what the fuck is going on, dog. It's always, oh, I can't talk about that. Oh, I can't talk about that. And then it's look, 5 to 10 different articles that will come out, misleading, puppetizing the media, going out here saying so-and-so is going to fight this fighter. They're in talks. And then you go to another media segue, and they're basically speeding down the road with a whole different opponent attached to the same fighter that you just read over there. That's fighting this guy. This other one saying he's fighting the other guy. We never freaking know what is going on when it comes to boxing. It's like paying Connect 4 and you only have 3 chips, and you up there scratching your head. God damn, man. It seems so obvious. I knew something's wrong. What's wrong with this picture? I just can't put my finger on it. Damn. Okay, it's Connect 4, but only received 3 chips. What am I supposed to do? Town Business, Sports, and Entertainment. This is a super fight for nothing on the line. Yes, sir, bro. Shout out to my Town Business, Sports, and Entertainment on deck, man. Salute to you. Bro, they playing games, bro. It was trying to super chat you. Yeah, you know, I can't, you know, when YouTube do that, man, I'm not going to say refresh the super chat, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel that's just like on some crazy stuff. But I see your super chat right here. Shout out to Haynes Legacy once again. One love, brother. Thanks for your support. For a $5 super chat on deck, man. It's much appreciated. Much appreciated. Like I said before, I know you work hard for yours, just like mine and everybody else is in this chat. Much appreciate your support. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for the earlier Cash App donation. Appreciate you, brother. Bud and Errol, the closest thing to face of boxing. Something said about them. The interwebs go crazy. So peep this out, expert. And Victor and everybody else, right? Certain people in certain positions. Let's just say the host. You know, Brian Custer said this. So therefore, everybody know who Brian Custer is, the Last Stand podcast, and we all know who he's employed with. So if he was to make a statement like this, he's making it to build up the fight. He doesn't work for any other promotion besides TGB and PBC. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to go up here and put some word out there for people to latch on to. That's what he has to do. That's what they pay him to do. To come up with the words. To be a thespian. That's what they pay Brian Custer to do. But we all know who's on the pound for pound list. We know Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is on the pound for pound list. Period. Period. We know Alexander Usyk, pound for pound. We know who's on this list. We know Naoya Inoue is on the pound for pound list. We know Canelo Alvarez is still active, pound for pound. We have so many other names that's out there that's did a whole hell of a lot. Whole hell of a lot. So I wouldn't take it as if someone said this was written in the amendments. You know what I'm saying? This is in the Constitution right now. Just take it as banter. You know, them doing what they supposed to, overstepping it, reaching. You know what I'm saying? Exacerbating the point. Just to sell the fight. I get it, man. I get this shit. Brian Custer did what he was supposed to do. Boxing's been headed in the wrong direction because people are scared to lose that O. It needs to go back to the best fight the best and not Javante fighting nobodies and selling you on pay-per-views. I look at it like this. You can say they're nobodies, but Steven Espinosa's own record is saying the reason why some of the big fights aren't happening is because of what? Economically, the networks are charging more, right? Economically, Espinosa said it's messed up that 98% of the money go to only a couple of fighters, right? He's been on record as saying this. Espinosa's also been on record as saying that it's piracy that goes on that hinders people from fighters from making or numbers from being what they should be on pay-per-view fights because people are pirating the pay-per-views and streaming them illegally. He's been on record as saying this shit. He's been on record as saying that for Bud Crawford and Errol Spence, the reason why it's not happening is because of the fans. He's putting all the culpability on the illegal streams and piracy of boxing that's going on with the pay-per-view. That's why I was on live just several days ago, making it known that, once again, people are coming to their senses. You got to stop blaming Bud Crawford for the fight not happening. When they coming out and telling you the absolute truth, they're washing their hands with this and saying it's hard to make the big fights because the fighters want to get paid. In order for the fighters to get paid, We have to clean certain things up. And Espinosa said, you all need to start buying the fights. That's exactly what he said. You all need to start buying the fights. The fan need to start buying the fight. And you know what that says? He's hoping and wishing. He's hoping and wishing that the fans have some integrity and honesty to buy the fights. That's what he's doing. He's hoping and wishing. Again, back to this donation, my brother. Appreciate it. But I agree with you on that, expert. So when you talk about Gervonta fighting nobodies, right? Just understand, like I always put it out there, Victor. Look at boxing like this. You know the old saying, don't hate the player, hate the game? Well, don't hate the boxer. Don't hate the boxer. Hate the sport. Don't hate the boxer, hate the sport. Because those individuals that are providing content and criteria to boxing, that means rules and regulation. That means allowing the sport to be unregulated. That means allowing sanctioning bodies to pretty much run amok. Pretty much allowing promotions to do certain things whenever they feel like it, and commissions kissing their ass when they have certain fights scheduled, along with the judges being tied in to the commission who's tied in to the promoters. Don't hate the fighter because they allow so many titles to be attached to the sport. So that's why you hear so many people trying to complain about the sport being saturated with titles. But yet you say Gervonta hasn't fought anybody, but I can say it's several fighters that's not gonna that you can say the same thing about, bro. That just don't have that intrigue, so to speak, in a system that fighters fight and they don't even have a clue on how to become one of the most popular fighters in the sport. They don't have a clue. No one has a clue. No one has a formula for a fighter to become a special fighter in the sport where the fans just gravitate to them. No one knows. Because just when a fighter believes that they skill set is on, like at the highest level, and they're going out here, they undefeated, and they're going out here making it look easy in the ring. But the fans are not gravitating to them. If it was that easy for the fans to gravitate to him, everybody be getting millions. But how many fighters do you see getting paid millions? How many are getting Canelo money? How many of these fighters got sponsorships that's like well-known sponsorships, bro? Tank is just starting to come around. Now, people are going to look at, okay, well, he has this going out. He has legality and stuff he has to deal with. Listen, what he's doing is not new to boxing. You know how many boxers has been in trouble? You know how many boxers, I'm not condoning it, right? You know how many boxers have been in trouble throughout the history of the sport? So therefore, we're going to sit up here and just all of a sudden say, well, I don't know what happened in that generation. I'm just talking about this generation right here. I just want to be concerned about this right here. And he's the one that everybody's talking about, but yet he's not a good role model. Well, it's a lot of boxers that's been very popular that wasn't role models at all. A lot of fighters didn't want to fuck with the media because they felt like the media didn't have any type of loyalty to them. And every time they was in front of the camera, they made it be known if that media personnel said some shit about them, they will correct them live on air. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it a thou wow, bro. No one has a formula to how to be a popular fighter, how to be how to gain more fans. No, because you fight in different areas all the time. And you can't fight in your backyard all the time. The real boxing fans don't want to see that shit. They want to see you fight outside your backyard and go into somebody else's territory or go somewhere else and fight. And that's what Tank has been doing. Big Blunts and Boxing, what's good? Salute to you. What's good with you? How y'all feeling? I'm exaggerating when I say nobody. I mean, the top guys aren't fighting each other. I get you. But look at who's not fighting though. Errol Spence is not fighting. Where's his fight at? How can this happen? He's a unified champion who fought last year. Okay, so you're gonna say to yourself, well, that's kind of what the consistency is when it comes to appointments this day and time. Fighters fight once or twice a year, right? So here we go. We're conditioning fight fans to get used to fighters coming in here fighting once or twice a year. Instead of us looking at exactly what Steven Espinosa is talking about, economically, the inflation is real. Not just out here in the real world. We talking about gas, food, housing, and everything like that. The cost of living to put on fights has gone up too. So therefore, since boxing hasn't changed over the decades, it really hasn't changed when it comes down to the business. Seriously, it really hasn't. Because if boxing would have changed, we wouldn't be going through these situations that we got right now. It's no way in hell boxing would have struggled the way it did during the pandemic. It's no way. Just think about what they're saying. They hope to go through social media. That's why you have so many biased channels out here that's on social media that basically get in bed with supporting a single fighter and to push a narrative for a promotion. And the promotion look at them like, let them do all the groundwork. These are the same individuals, if they was working, right? If they was applying for a job and they paid them the amount of money in comparison to the amount of hours that they work and the minimal change that they get on YouTube, they wouldn't even go to the job. They said, no, I'm not working for that. I'm not working for that small change. But yet they get on the YTC and talk about the same fighter all the time for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. And they're not getting paid by the hour. And it's not consistent. At least with a job, you know you're going to be consistent with getting certain hours a week. You feel me? So when it comes down to the structure of boxing, continue to be surprised, continue to be disappointed, continue to understand that as a fan, you're going to have to learn how to treat boxing as an acquired taste. You need to know where you want to get this type of entertainment and where you need to go to get this type of entertainment. You need to be very selective on what fighters you support heavy and the ones that you don't. And the reasons why you don't support the ones, you know, that you do heavy, they have to be legitimate, solid reasons as to why. You just can't keep on saying, right, that fighters aren't fighting each other. Because, okay, we used to have all these debates about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, right? But when you look at their resume, when they look at both of their resumes, yeah, people was waiting. They didn't care what Crawford had done until he fought Kell Brook, because they was trying to compare him to only a fighter that they was trying to match up in the future in the same division in Errol Spence. So what they did was they wanted to cross-thread resumes. And the only way that they was able to do that was first look at the amount of belts that was being wrangled by Errol Spence. And then when it came to Terrence Crawford, they didn't want to respect any of his opponents from Jeff Horn, you know what I'm saying, all the way up to Kavalauskas. They didn't want to respect none of that. They wanted to see a common opponent. They wanted to see a common opponent by all means necessary. Oh, we want to see a common opponent. We want to see a common opponent. Common opponent. Common opponent. They get a common opponent, and it's not good enough. He washes him. So guess what? They want to see another common opponent. Oh, this time it's one that he went life and limb with and won by split decision. Terrence Crawford knocks him out, stops him, put him in retirement. It's not good enough. He was never the same after that fight. Oh my God. It's never going to be what you want it to be in boxing. So y'all just have to understand that shit, bro. Like, you're never going to be satisfied the way you view this sport. You go in here with all the expectations that you want. And when you get disappointed, don't get to the point where you're discouraged and you walking away frown and your lip poking out. Bro, you chose to support a sport, a system that's been in existence for quite some freaking time. And what you see is disappointment has been blossoming and growing and has roots years ago, way back, roots upon roots upon roots, bro. It's never going to change. Why? Remember I told you this, because it's an unregulated sport and you expecting certain things to be regulated results. Like the best fight the best. The best ain't gonna fight the best anytime soon, bro. It's a business at the end of the day. And just because we sit up here and think that these names are good for business, the promoter may not think it's good for business. And you asking yourself, how in the hell y'all can't think? I mean, come on, man. It's a lot more that goes into that. Because, you know, you got to understand, these fighters are coming to the table. And they're negotiating. They're waging leverage. They're saying, this is what I think I should get doing this. You know, the managers are talking. If the promoters can't make it happen, and they can't see the fans and the consumers paying for these tickets with the price point that they're putting on these tickets, well, guess what? What we think from the outside looking in don't fucking matter. They're going to say, I don't think, in order for this to make sense to all of us, we got to place the ticket price here, and we got to sell this amount of tickets. And we going to this venue. The site fee for this venue is this. They have to find a way to make this money back. So just because these fighters has did something amazing in their career, it may not reciprocate or resonate out to the fan base to bring the consumers to the arena. It's fucked up, but that's the way it is. We can't keep setting this May versus Pac trend where we don't get the fight in their prime. Same thing's happening with Errol versus Crawford. Well, we know a lot of people love to bring in Mayweather and Pacquiao. And look, the only advice I give you, brother, is you have a lot of casual boxing fans too. And being that you hear certain channels on here, instead of them talking genuine, sincere on what they believe about certain fights, it's all about who they support, what fighter they can connect to this fighter, to that fighter, whoever they support. Like I said, it's an acquired taste, this shit. But if someone is still dipping in the past about Mayweather and Pacquiao, man, they're not continuing to educate themselves about the sport, so they can go out here and speak on it in a way that people can understand that Mayweather Pacquiao is in the past. The measuring stick, the monetary measuring stick for pay-per-view buys, when we're talking about May versus Pacquiao, is non-existent. It hasn't evaporated because it's a part of history. But I'm saying, if you're talking about consistently fighters of this era matching up with those numbers, you're going to stress yourself the fuck out. You're going to stress yourself the fuck out. We don't get the fight in their prime, same thing happened. That's a solid point, though, bro. That's a solid freaking point. He said, "Wait a damn minute. I've been working a lot." You didn't know Adrian Broner signed with Don King? Absolutely. Absolutely. All I gotta say, y'all need to sit back, posture, check your posture. Don't lean too far into it now. Just let it play out in front of you, because you're gonna get hypertension and you're gonna have some damn issues, bro. I'm just looking for his first fight. For real. Yeah, but he signed with Don King. I haven't heard too much of the details, but that's where we at. Cooking with Sir Senior on deck. What's good with it? The sad part is casuals get the fight they want over the diehard boxing fans. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. Because the casual boxing fan, Senior, is not smart enough to put together fights. No, the casuals are following what the hardcore fanatics are talking about. The biased hardcore fanatics, the non-biased hardcore fanatics, they're basically paying attention to what we put out, because they're not attached to boxing to sit up here and try to do a how you put it. They try to set up a list of fighters that's over here in this division, that's signed with these promotions, a list of fighters to the right hand side, and then try to damn cross them and say, okay, I will want this. They're not matchmaking, bro. They don't even have the motivation nor the boxing education to matchmake. So I'm guessing they pretty much listen to the hardcore fanatics that's on YouTube, and they run with it. They run with it. They're not sitting up here getting together behind the scene and trying to come up with some bouts outside of the top names that we're saying to ourselves, right? Hey, they need to fight each other. But these casuals up here saying, no, just let them be. Don't piss them off. Let them fight and argue over there. We're gonna deal with the baseline. We're gonna deal with the baseline down here. We're gonna pick these names down here that no one's looking at, and we're gonna try to put them. No. They don't care, bro. I'm just saying, they don't care. They don't seem like they care, bro. Real talk, they don't seem like they care. It's hard for some casuals to get together and talk about fighters who aren't as popular. You gotta understand another type of habit. You know what I'm saying? A trend that's over here. A routine that happens on the YTC is that you have people that are willing to speak on popular fighters, because you just don't have voices that's coming on here talking about boxing topics. No, they're talking about names that can attract their listeners to come to the channel. We're not talking about no just super free shit here. Like, yeah, you got to build up your shit, but we're talking about people who's doing this shit for monetary gain too. So all them casual boxing fans is reaching down at the bottom of the damn well, trying to find out, is it just it's just a little drip of water that they can goddamn cultivate some shit with. It's not there, because you're not gonna get any traction. You know, you can talk about whoever you want on the consistency, unless you have a team, unless you have all the software, unless you want to sit up here and just basically beautify your channel. You know what I'm saying? To get all these, avenues out to these different places to get your word out there, and you grow it that way. You're just going to be the average. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much a lot of people on YouTube are average regardless of the amount of subscribers you get. But the host, forget about the subscriber, the host is the one that brings the attention. The host has to be the overseer. The host has to be the one to be able to keep the attraction and attention of the subscribers come to the channel. Forget the subscriber count. The host has to continue to build and bring in the attraction for the fight fans to gravitate to the channel every time they go live. Now, within that gravitation, you're gonna have some casual boxing fans. You feel me? That's just the way it is. You're gonna have some casual boxing fans that's sitting there listening, and then they're gonna drop off. They're gonna close it down and go on about their day. Come back, see what the topic is. Okay, I'll tune in for that. Boom, they tune in again. Then they might come back to the topic. No, I don't care about that. And they'll just hang out and do whatever casual boxing fans do. Real talk. That's just my guess, bro. On my Money May spelling ish backwards. The sad part is casuals get the fight they want over Die Hard. Y'all, I'm about to turn it in. Hey, salute to you for pulling up, bro. Salute to you. But you know, when you talk about casual boxing fans, we do have some casual speaking media segues too, because look, I look at it like this when it comes down to how people pinpoint certain references of fighters that they choose to. This has become a cesspool of boxing media where individuals just wanted to smell like putrid, seeping sewage from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, they pinpoint certain things about certain fighters. That's not casual boxing fans. That's the that's supposed to be like the hardcore fanatics. And one thing you'll see a lot of is a new topic will come out, and just like I was speaking on earlier, they will ridicule the shit out of a fighter that's an easy target for them in the media. They feel it's an easy target. What they're doing is they speaking about a popular topic, but they want to pretend like they don't support the fighter, because it kind of gives them a conflict of interest on what they have going on and the agendas that they pushing. So they get on here and talk about the colors Gervonta had and the purse that he had. But these are the same people that say they don't have a problem with the LGBTQ, AI plus. I don't know all the letters. They'd be the same people that say we don't have a problem with it. They'll be very careful to make a gay joke, right? Oh, you might want to say that. I don't want to get my channel taken down. Oh my God. I don't have no problem with them. You will see them say this shit all the time. But yet, my mouth and sound dumb as hell trying to compare, trying to present a comparison with Gervonta Davis fans and Crawford fans. That is the dumbest shit I ever heard on YTC, bro. No one that I've ever listened to on the YTC or mainstream media anywhere has ever compared Gervonta Davis fans to Crawford fans. It's the most asinine shit that you would ever hear when it comes to a purse. So once again, it's an agenda pushing narrative that they gather from a community toilet, Quick Trip, Sit Go, and they're trying to give you that shit like it's premium yak. No, it's piss and shit. You should take it as that, bro. When have you ever heard Gervonta Davis be the headline news off what he wears? No one ever gave a damn. It wasn't just like that when he fought Hector Luis Garcia. He comes back around and he's dressed different, and these same people has been on record as saying, "Oh, look. I don't have no problem with gay people. I don't have no problem with it. With they I ain't trying to piss them off." But check this out. They'll say shit and go through the physical aspect, erotic type language. They'll sit up here and say some shit dealing with dick, and more dick. So if a person is sitting up here allowing you to hear the shit, and they're basically providing you a visual, they're expressing themselves and providing you a visual. Dick riding. I never use that in my life when it comes down to trying to prove a point. The only time I spoke on it is when somebody else spoke on it, and I was doing what I'm doing now. Dick tugging. Whoever used dick tugging have tugged on a dick or two in their life. Real talk. With two hands. Whoever mentions dick tugging or dick pulling, you have pulled 2, 3, or 4 in your lifetime. So all you're doing is explaining to your listeners that, hey, I'm secretly telling you what my fantasy is and how I get aroused as a man. That's what they telling you, y'all. They trying to act all hard and act like, oh, well, I'm projecting all this homosexuality off on the people who are supporting these fighters. But yet and still, they telling you their true colors. They telling you their true colors, bro. You never hear WCS talking about some shit like that. They'll give you all the gay shit that you ever want. They'll sit up here and say, I don't have a problem with it. But every time they get mad and they want to express, they don't have a depth of freaking articulation to explain themselves on a problem that they hate about somebody dealing with boxing or a boxer they support. They always go to dick. You ever notice that? They always go to dick. So how can you sit up here and criticize somebody how they dress when this not the first time you've seen it? I'm talking about all y'all niggas that do that shit. But all y'all talk about is doing physical shit to somebody else. Basically projecting your inner fantasies on somebody else. That's exactly how it goes down, bro. These Errolsxuals will sit up here and not say a word about Spence winning the purse back in June 2018. But they act like damn near 5 years later, it's all a dream? You never seen it? It's all a dream? Your mans have been in certain positions. So you look at, okay, do you take fashion, right? Or you take action? All right? Remember, WCS dropped this shit. You want to take fashion or you want to talk about action? The action is a person that's been in a predicament that's considered suspect. Been on film where they's calling him gay. They was calling him, not WCS, they were. But yet you get somebody that's wearing certain clothes and somebody want to say, okay, this is the opportune time to provide some controversy on this topic. So-and-so's wearing this, this, and this. Listen, as a man, you should be confident in yourself to talk about anything. If you're scared and afraid to talk about something and give your take on it, and you say, oh, I don't want to piss nobody off, you're giving your opinion on something. So if I say somebody's wearing something, it's not the first time, that doesn't mean I condone it. That means that's not what I do. That's what they do. And you all are not being fair down the line if you're trying to compare that particular person in Tank to Errol Spence. It's no comparison when you're talking about his fans versus his fans. It's not even close. And then the regular shit, right? This is stuff y'all got to get away from. When people talk to y'all, you know what I'm saying, in sound mind, y'all always try to make it seem like somebody's angry. When in fact, the only angry person is the ones that keep them hidden secrets inside, and y'all afraid to talk about it. You want to talk about coming out the closet? Bro, you can tell by where a person always has to present themselves. You know what I'm saying? They have these insecurities. These on cap, these niggas that gotta wear cap all the time, they got insecurities, bro. They always trying to project that shit off on other people. They gotta wear a cap every single day, bro. Let's be real with it. You want to talk about people wearing purses, but y'all niggas spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on shit to hide your insecurities. You know WCS is telling you some absolute reality. I can't stop you from talking about shit. You talk about what the fuck you want to. But don't try to sit up here and blend topics together that don't make no fucking sense. Like here go liver over here, and we're gonna have spaghetti, and we're gonna blend that together. Instead of meatballs, we're gonna have liver balls. Don't nobody eat that shit together? Don't nobody find that as tantalizing? That's not a recipe people think about. If you Errolsxuals channels are gonna speak on certain aspects that you don't like about something, well, speak up about your fighter, man. Stop playing the game. Like, come on, bro. If y'all over there talking about who y'all disagree with, and that look funny, and that look fruity, suspect, and all this, well, damn, hey, grab hold of the archives of your own favorite fighter, which y'all refuse to talk about because you scared, because y'all in bed with that nigga. You're scared to say anything about it, and that's why you keep Terrence Crawford in your thoughts and prayers every time to come up with new content. But when it boils down to it, your guy has been on camera several times, and y'all have refused to speak about it. You know why? Because y'all are a part of doing the exact same thing behind closed doors. Y'all condone that type of behavior. If you had such a problem with it, you would speak on it more. But y'all don't speak on it. Y'all don't care, man. Y'all afraid. Y'all don't have the damn courage to speak up on it. You know I'm telling the truth. Y'all gonna continue to sit up here and try to say, okay, we're gonna try to dog Tank out for what he was wearing, but yet we're gonna sit up here and act like Errol Spence haven't had some moments that's considered to be suspect. On camera. On camera. And y'all niggas sitting up here proving my point when you say, oh man, what y'all talking about? He was with his girl. Oh, what y'all talking about? He can sound like that. A man can sound, you know, and with that falsetto, you know, he can hang out with his boys and play around with his boys. Cause I did that to my boy all the time. Yeah. You know, they be sitting up there saying that shit. I've had telling you they had a bromance with their best friend. Be careful and very leery about these dudes who show you that they have day in and day out insecurities about themselves, where they have to make sure certain areas about their body, they can't come on live without having certain parts of them covered up because they insecure. But they want to get up here and talk about fans. They want to come in here and talk about fighters. Now, niggas, if you feeling some type of way about the way you look in the camera without wearing a cap, all y'all niggas, and you got to have a cap on every single day, like that's an insecurity. I'm being petty. That's an insecurity. Don't talk about purses, talk about caps. Y'all can't talk about insecurities. Y'all can't talk about another man, the way they dress and all that. And y'all can't come on camera at all and just show, okay, I'm confident within myself. I'm confident within myself. I'm good. When I speak to my YouTube audience, I have to look a certain way. I just don't come on camera because I feel I don't have to. I mean, I come on camera every now and then. I mean, it ain't nothing covering up shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just putting y'all cats that's trying to bring up new material, and the shit is just it's the most foolish shit you ever listen to in your life, dog. No one in the boxing community, when they look at Terrence Crawford supporters, they look at them as just that, supporters. But when you run into the Errolsxuals, they get mad, first of all, because so many people have called them an Errolsxual. So they hella bent off that. And then deep down inside, they know they are Errolsxual. You know what I'm saying? They know deep down inside they are Errolsxual. Furthermore, they're all mad, man. They take shit so personal. When people say bud sexual, whatever the case, I don't see them as talking to me personally. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. You ain't talking about me. If somebody was to tell me that they're talking specifically about me, then okay, I would say, well, that's you trying to drive home an opinion, and you want me to be mad because you're attempting to make it seem like a fact, but it ain't. So who's at fault? Me, for allowing you to present that information as if it had merit to it, and it didn't. That's all. That's all I'm saying, y'all. But I don't know why the Errolsxual is so mad. And y'all should pay attention because your boy ain't got a fight schedule. And y'all just so comfortably up here talking about, yeah, he's doing such great things in the gym with Anthony Joshua. And he's just, oh man, really getting that work in. So now all of a sudden, right? Picture this, y'all. Picture before Anthony Joshua showed up. Hold on for a second. Picture this, y'all, before Anthony Joshua showed up. Did Errol Spence have Derrick James as a trainer? Okay. All right. So before Anthony Joshua showed up, was there another champion that was in the stable? Yes, it was Jermell Charlo. Undisputed. Undisputed. Listen to this now. Errol Spence sat up there and told the people that he wanted to be welterweight undisputed. That's before Jermell Charlo became undisputed now. Listen to me. He told everybody that he was going to come for Crawford's belt. But in the meantime, Jermell Charlo fought Brian Castano twice to get that WBO strap. Jermell Charlo has been able to achieve what Errol Spence is afraid of achieving because he wants to selectively choose when he wants to fight Bud Crawford. He wants to selectively fuck off his career after doing all the heavy lifting, and now all of a sudden he's too big for the weight class. But just last year in April, you said that Terrence Crawford, you coming for the fucking belt. So you trying to tell me with all that money that you was talking about, you was going to buy all this land that was $10,000 per acre? Now it's $20,000 per acre? You had all that money and you couldn't stick with the same nutritionist that you had to go into the Yadinas Ugas fight? You couldn't do it? You couldn't push through it? You couldn't push through it and make the fight at the end of 2022? You couldn't make it happen, bro. You told your people, you lied to your fans that you was coming for that fucking belt, and you lied to them because you never wanted to get that belt. Y'all trying to age Crawford out. So since you was shocked that he agreed to everything, I'm not going to talk about old shit. Y'all was expecting that man to be the reason why the fight didn't happen. And when he took what y'all was offering, that lowball shit, y'all found a reason to change the entire damn year. So now look at you. Nobody knows what the hell you got going on. Now all those demons from the past are caught up to you. At the time you need to be in the welterweight division, you're acting like, oh man, it's time for me to move up to 154 and have a fight for no title. No, that makes no sense, bro. And the crazy part about it is that Jermell Charlo absolutely gets no shine. And legitimately can't dispute it. You may have fought for each belt to get those 3 belts. You fought single champion each time you picked up a belt. Vice, Mayor Charlo fighting Jason Rosario and picked up a couple of titles. I get it. But at the end of the day, shawty, y'all Errolsxuals are not holding this man accountable. Y'all afraid to speak on it. Y'all hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil when it come to him. You know goddamn well this man is out the ring and you don't know what the hell's going on. And I still see dummies up here making live streams as if Terrence Crawford is the reason that the fight ain't happened. And we talking about grown ass men, right? That'll sit up here and tell their kids, hey, I want you to be a leader. I want you to grow up and be somebody to set the example for others to emulate in life. I want you to go out there and be successful for daddy. But they up here making all these crazy freaking alternate names of fighters that Crawford is fighting as if it changes the scope of things. It don't change shit. He can go up here and fight Alexis Rocha next because the way boxing has it, you have to fight your mandatory at a certain period of time. The same way y'all have spoken on several other fighters happen to face their mandatory. Y'all have spoken on that shit forever, ever, and ever. Mandatories, mandatories, mandatories. Y'all have spoken on it. So this is no different. But see, y'all are missing one important fact. When people used to say this back in the day that they was trying to age Crawford out, I kind of let it slide, right? I just brushed it off. But now it's coming to the reality that, yeah, y'all trying to age this man out and hoping he moves up to 154. I'm gonna tell y'all again, if Terrence Crawford was to vacate that WBO title, and with all this talk of Errol Spence bulked up and shit, hey man, who cares how bulked up he is? He's not a world beater. He's not going out there knocking motherfuckers out at 154. What he gonna do is go up there and fight Danny Garcia on his debut at 154, a fighter he fought at 47? Nobody want to see that shit. But I guarantee you if Crawford vacate that WBO title today, I guarantee you Spence will make that weight by all means necessary. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. Promise you that. And no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He will make 147 to fight for that vacant WBO title. Am I right or wrong, Bunts? I guarantee you, bro. I guarantee you he will make that weight, dog. If Bud vacated that belt tonight, Saturday night, you can almost assure yourself that announcement will be made this week coming up that Spence is going to fight for the vacant WBO title. And I guarantee you it's not going to be a name that you want to be in the ring with Spence. And then y'all niggas going to get on here and talk about, yeah, Errol Spence finally did it. He became welterweight undisputed. Just think about this. Just think about this. How fucked up is it that Terrence Crawford is older than Spence? He's older than Spence, but yet he's still able to make 147 pounds. Not only that, it may be tough for Terrence Crawford to make 147 pounds, but being that he keeps himself disciplined and stays in shape and on par, it makes him makes it a lot more easy for him to make the weight rather than going out here fucking off and really cheating himself and you know, trying to cut off those extra pounds, playing tic-tac, 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 and hopscotch with his weight all the fucking time. Now it's catching up with him to the point where he really needs to make 147 to get that one belt, and he can't do it. He can't do it, y'all. Crawford should buy the land behind Errol House. You know what I'm saying? Dude, they told him, bro. They told him, man, hey, his pops was saying, hey, get that land for 10 racks. He didn't do it. Now it's 20 racks an acre. It's 20 racks an acre, dog. Oh my God, property is amazing right now, man. If you're able, oh my God, dog. I'm keeping on my man. Getting property right now, land, shit like that. And if you can find a piece of the pie, you good. But yeah, man. Nothing's gonna change. All I was doing was making a point. Niggas can't say I get upset about anything. You know, when it comes to just basic talk. You know what I'm saying? They can yell and scream all the time and pick up their tone, but when I pick it up, they acting like, hey dog, what you doing? Man, see, as old as you are, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Not again. Come on, man. Did you learn anything in the military? Come on. They always want to bring that shit up when they trying to damn make a negative point. Then they teach you anything, man. Come on. Come on, man. As old as you are, come on. Hey, man. But y'all don't get mad. I ain't going to stay on here too long, man. We already on Saturday. I rarely do late nighters. But, yeah, big shout out to those who pulled up. Those who donated to the channel. Those who support the channel by showing up when I go live, man. It's all good. But, man, don't show. Look, don't let up the pressure on them Errolsxuals. Don't let off the pressure. Because, see, they're not talking about Errol, man. They want to deflect and talk about other topics when they should be talking about the task at hand. Why this man ain't in the ring? Who is his next opponent? When is he going to fight? Where are they going to fight? Will he be able to somehow, some way get a fight with Terrence Crawford? Because, shit, Blunt's done put mad time and effort convincing people that the fight is going to happen sometime this year. And from the way it looks like the WBO sanctioned body is ordering that Alexis Rocha fight, man. Like, look, anything can happen with boxing at the end of the day, but it looks like, you know, it might be an okie doke, you know. It might be the okie doke. But right now, it looks like the WBO ordering the Alexis Rocha fight. And I was seeing Crawford go in there and pick up another victory. You know what I'm saying? He's been on record as saying a win is a win to him. It don't matter if he knocks him out or get the victory via decision. It's the same thing. It's a win, right? And that's a person that's telling you that I've convinced y'all previously, time and time again, that at any given moment I can turn that switch on, and now it becomes almost like it's personal. And the kill switch of Terrence Bud Crawford is lethal. His kill switch is lethal, dog. It's very, very lethal, man. And a lot of motherfuckers don't want to respect that shit. Like Errol Spence don't have a kill switch. All he has is a switch. And he attempts to make things happen. You know, that switch will just keep on the same type of electricity flow, the same current. No. Bud Crawford's switch is different. That motherfucker's different. The electro, all that current, you know, the wattage is different. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Buckle up boxing. What's good? What's good with it? Crawford knocks Rocha out in 6. If he doesn't, it's because he's taking it easy on him. Hey, man, he don't want to go in there. Like, I believe he could have got David Avanesian out of there earlier. But since it was in his own backyard, he really didn't want to go there after packing the house out and knock that man out like that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to go up there and knock that man cold smack out like that. Hold on for a second. Yeah, he didn't want to go up there and do that. But let's see, man. You know, you might be right. Let's see how it plays out. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how it plays out. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how that shit plays out. But, you know, it's not like I come over here and talk about, because I've pretty much gave, you know, Spence a leave of absence, you know, from my talking points. But every now and then you have to return and remind people that there's certain homework that they need to do, especially if they're going to highlight certain fighters and they on some dumb shit that don't make any sense. You got to remind them, hey, if you want to talk about the way a man is dressing, or way a man is acting, and you're trying to project emasculinity off on heterosexual men because you yourself is suspect and you having problems with your own identity, then expect somebody like me to come up here and talk about it, bro. That's what it's about. You niggas to be knowing goddamn good and well, you goddamn be scrubbing your face down and using all this damn exfoliation and shit, and be putting 3 different oils on your face. You know what I'm saying? Scrubbing that shit down, steaming that motherfucker for 15 minutes, dabbing it dry with goddamn, you know, the softest towels, putting all this damn, you know, freaking tea tree oil, skin moisturizers, retinol. Then wait till that shit dry out. Okay, I'm ready. How do I look? Can you just take the shine off my nose, right? Just give me a small, thin layer of that foundation, please. Just put small. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, y'all niggas be done a small, thin line of, you know, foundation. Take the shine off. Yeah, that's right. Y'all be trying to get up in front of this motherfucker, look pretty. You know I ain't lying. Crawford Nuts Roast Chop. Yeah, mud mask. Be up there with mud mask. Goddamn mango facial mask and shit. Kiwi tangerine facial mask. They must be up there full blown mud mask and shit. The Mayan Indians mud mask guaranteed to make you younger. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit the like button if you're in the building, man. But hey, it's been great. Hey man, I didn't change nothing from earlier. It's not me, man. It's not me. I'm not gonna lie. It's not me. You know what I'm saying? It's not me, man. It's not me. Real talk. But man, hey, appreciate y'all for holding it down. No doubt. Boxing goes on. I'll probably definitely be on here for 286 tomorrow. We have Kamaru Usman facing Leon Edwards for a trilogy. Leon Edwards was able to stop Kamaru Usman. For the first time, Kamaru Usman was stopped in his career with a head kick when he was clearly winning the fight. So Leon Edwards came up out of there looking real good when it comes to never quit or give up. You know what I'm saying? Never quit or give up. Never doubt yourself in the toughest moments that you can pull it out. And man, I'm talking about it's a hero moment. But that shit only lasts for 2 or 3 days until the you know, you get that call from the UFC saying, "Hey, Leon, you good? Can you talk?" Yeah, what's up? Yeah, we got you scheduled to face Kamaru for that rematch for that next fight. Okay, I knew it was coming. All right, I'm gonna tell the wife. Oh my God. Oh man, I'm gonna tell my team and everybody, we'll be ready. We'll be good. Hey man, it has to happen. Kamaru was winning the fight, and he got caught slipping with his hand down. Almost the same that happened between John Jones and Daniel Cormier. Almost the exact same shit. Kamaru Usman just had his hand down, though. He wasn't expecting that from Edwards. I don't think he was really expecting him to go to the body with that kick. He probably seen it out of the, his peripheral and thought he was going to the body, but he didn't. He went up to the top and clipped him, just like John Jones. He was kicking DC to the body, and then he went up to the head, just over the high guard, the right high guard of DC, clipped him, hurt him, and, finished him with some ground and pound. But y'all already know, man. Hold it down. Salute from World Combat Sports. Y'all have a wonderful morning. And if you out, go check out that Waffle House, man. Don't ever stop eating Waffle House. The best cheap food you could ever get. I'm out.